So I just watched the episode of Married to Medicine. Y'all gotta love and hate for this whole thing, but let's talk about Cecil and Simone. Um, when it comes to their kids, I think that Simone had full range and control, and I think Cecil sometimes take the back seat and be quiet because I think he probably did a lot of "I told you so," and she's been running the show as she do on here. Um, and I think he's quiet, and I think he does align with his boys and look at it from a point of view of being a man and trying to figure out your path and things like that. I do believe that they are, Simone has worked her butt off. I don't really know what Cecil do for a living, but I think that she do slick jabs sometimes. But I think she was the one who created the monsters, the little monsters of her children, and the way that they behave and that entitled behavior. I think her kids need to get a job. I do think that, like her son said, we're more fortunate than most people. And granted, I don't know if she pays them or pays for their school, but she's on a TV show, and I'm pretty sure she gets paid a nice amount of money, considering that she is very much transparent when it comes to what's going on in her life, like what she's dealing with as far as her boys. But her boys are lazy and entitled, and there's no way I'm coming to my mom. But I think that I seen them go live, and they said that they did that whole sit down 45 minutes. We only seen 5 minutes, so ain't no telling how the conversation went. And of course, ratings gonna go through the roof, and we're gonna be talking about it like I'm talking about it now. But I ultimately think that Simone has created these monsters. I think Cecil can see himself and his kids, and I think that he likes to let her speak, and then he comes in and says his piece and what he needs to say. And a lot of the time, Simone wants him to align with him, but the thing about it is, it's a certain type of history that only they know to be true, and I bet you it's because she's been running the show and making the decisions, and he might not agreed, but now she's created monsters. So now he's like, well, you created this, and this is also what they're going through as young men. But I think that they both are, from my understanding, they both working. But to even be able to have a credit card limit that her son had, like, goes to show you, like, the level of entitlement that her kids have, because there's no way you're gonna have access to that credit card and spend that amount of money. Like, no way. So I think that Simone created a lot of these behaviors of entitlement, and now she's at a point where she's wore out, and there's nothing wrong with it. She's worked hard. But I think that if they were on the if they're on the show, I would definitely be like, I'm paying for you through this, but that's it. I'm not paying nothing else. Um and as far as there's college, y'all gonna have to figure it out. But she's gonna also have to be real with herself and take accountability that I am a lot of the problem on why y'all act the way y'all act, because I've been giving y'all everything. But I do think that Cecil need to do look like more of a united front in front of the boys. And then he can later go and talk to them man to man. But I think he does need to align with Simone, because if he's not saying anything, they think that it's okay to feel entitled and to feel like they can just, Mom, you can pay for it. I feel like it's like, boy, you feel away, but no, you can go work. If I can go, this is how I look at it with kids. If I can go to work and bust my butt and get what I need to, what's stopping you? You're younger than me. You don't have no responsibilities other than yourself, because she paid for their apartment and everything. And then I think Dr. Heavenly said that she did exactly what she did. She said her son had a Jeep just like Simone's son, and then she ended up getting him a Tesla, and so did Simone do the same thing. So she's created the monsters. But I think that it's a conversation that only that household knows, and we get a brief glimpse into it. But Simone knows she created those little monsters to be little entitled boys who just think that. And I think that Cecil may have said, you're doing the wrong thing, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I got it, da, da, da. And only for it then to turn around and bust her in the butt. I'm only saying that from experience, because I be spoiling my kids, and then I turn around and my husband be looking at me like, I told you. I told you. So then I have to deal with that, and then I have to also put them in reality. But that's my thought on Simone and Cecil.